Wow, I never realized how small you look in this view. Hey everybody, this is Ivok. You're just in time for another episode. Let's play Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, we saw Zelda fleeing the country because Gandalf was chasing her. And instead of going to the Temple of Time like I was debating at the end of the last episode, I think I'm gonna do the mask quest here. A little using the masks and all that stuff. Now, what I'm going to do here is because, counting the mask we already sold to the Garden Kokiri, there are 4 masks we got to sell. All of them pretty well spread out among parts of the world that we've already explored. So I'm going to go ahead and explain where they are, cut to it, show the cutscene, and anything else that might be of interest there at the time, and then cut back to the mask shop, send the money and all that stuff. So with that said, our first mask was in Kokiri, of course, that was the Keaton mask. But this mask here that we have here, the Skull Mask, our second mask, is going to be in Kokiri Forest, more specifically in the Lost Woods, where we got our first heart piece. So with that said, I'll see you guys in a minute. And here we are in Lost Woods. In case you forgot where we got our first heart piece, it goes in this direction here. And we talked to this Skull Kid. We actually played the Ocarina with him. And what we need to do here is we need to put the mask and then talk to him. You know, like we do with everything else. Under that mask, aren't you that Kokiri Kid? What Kokiri Kid? There's like 100 of them. Actually, they're all Kokiri Kids. Quite an unusual mask you have there. I like it. It made me look tougher. Hey, why don't you give it to me? Okay. Yowza! I'm gonna wear this all the time. Yowza? Only other time I've heard that was from Inspector Gadget. He just gave you 10 rupees for this 20 rupee mask. You lost money on that deal. Go back to the mask shop and pay 20 rupees for the mask. The difference will have to come out of your own pocket. Yeah, that's gonna happen. So, with that said, we're gonna head back to the mask shop already. So yeah, see you guys then. Okay, so here we are back at the Happy Mask shop. If we talk to him, oh great, you sold it. Please pay me back 20 rupees for the Skull Mask. Now, pay and receive. And we get another mask. It's kind of hard to see over here. This is the Spooky Mask. Okay, so borrow the Spooky Mask. Where was C to show it off? You can scare many people with this mask. Yeah. Okay, so actually I'm going to show it off a little bit here. At least I think I will. I'm not sure how well it'll turn out. If you wear the mask, you know, it kind of seems a little spooky. You talk to some people, yeah! What's your problem? Okay, so yeah. So that said, we're going to head out of Hyrule now and into Kakariko Village. Kakiriko. Crap, I've lost sense of what things are now. We're gonna head into Kakiriko Village. Not Kakariko. Why do I say Kakariko? And more specifically, actually, I think I'm gonna show you this one because I don't think we've been to the graveyard yet. Even though I've talked about it a little bit, we haven't been to the graveyard. So what we need to do is we need to head into the graveyard, and there's a little kid there that we'll be talking to. Other than that, I can't really think of anything else we could be doing in there. So yeah. I'd say see you guys in a minute, but we're actually like incredibly close to this one, so I'm kind of half tempted not to cut the video, because, well, cutting the video only costs more work for the Let's Player. Editing the video actually costs more work for the Let's Player. And, well, editing is not that hard at all. I mean, you just pick the slide, cut the spots, take them out. It's still rather annoying. But anyway, here we are in the graveyard, and we haven't been in here yet, and I've been avoiding it for obvious reasons. For those of you who know me well enough, I don't like graveyards. But here we get this little kid here. If we talk to him with the mask, yes, down to the gravekeeper. don't know, Dampy is a gravekeeper. If you come around here at night, he shows around. Actually, I think we are going to do something at night there. But we talked to this kid. Oh, it's just a mask. I get a different kind of fright from that mask than I get from Dampy. You give me you give that mask to me? Why, sure. This mask, I'll be just like Dampy. Here's the money. Sold the 30 rupee mask to a kid for a full price, and he didn't mind paying at all. Let's go back to the mask shop and, you know, pay the 30 rupees for the mask. And you can get the new mask model, too. When you come back here at night, actually, I think if you talk to this kid right now, I'm going to dig and dig, just like Dampy. Come back here at night, which I think we're going to do that in a minute before we head back. Actually, we can... yeah, if you try to pull back the gravestones, the little kid will tell Dampy, who's a grave digger. I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, these little spots of dirt here that we see along the path, if you come back here at night and then ask Dampy and talk to Dampy, he'll give you a little tour around the place. If you talk to him, he'll dig in this spot, and they'll usually have something like rupees or some little thing there. This is all talking strictly from memory. I haven't done this quest in since I was a little kid. I think I've only done it once or twice maybe. Quite frankly, I don't remember anything being worth here. Oh, but there's something over here that we will use. These little beans. Just put it on there. Yay! I'm kind of glad I went in here because of that, because those will come into play somewhat shortly. This one's shorter than others. But anyway, with all that said, I'll see you guys back at the mask shop. Okay, and here on the mask shop, there's only one more mask we have left to sell. We paid him back the 30 rupees that we got from selling the spooky mask, of course, and we talked to him again. Mask can I lend you? And this time we're going to take the bunny hood mask. Price 50 rupees. Borrow the bunny hood. Wear it to see the shirt off. The hood's long ears makes it go faster, I guess. I don't know. A neat little thing about this mask, in the only other official sequel, like other than Zelda 2, in Majora's Mask, you actually, as many of you know, you use the masks to place the game more than you do the items. The bunny hood actually makes you go faster, which is amazingly useful. In this game, however, it's just decoration. Now, where we'll be heading to is kind of a little... We're already heading where we're going to be heading to now. We're in Hyrule Field. Around Lon Lon Ranch, circling around it is a mailman. Now we want to try to catch up with the mailman. Actually, I can see him in the distance over there. He's the one that's going to be interested in the mask. If we can reach him, see him. One method of quickly traveling is using the roll, because you do get a little bit of speed when you roll. It does help when you're trying to catch up to him. And we just gotta get in front of him. Come on. Come on. Hello? Talk to us. Let's talk. He's not letting us talk. He's ignoring us. How do we get this guy to talk? Come on. I'm trying to remember what to do here. No, that doesn't work. It hurts though. You know, I'm betting the boomerang might work. And yeah, I noticed the pea-hats around me, but I freaking don't care about those things. There we go, okay. Gotta wait for him to take a break. Then we talk to him, okay. In those long years, you can hear the voices. Oh, these are genuine rabbit ears from the animal of legend. I don't care how expensive it is. Please sell it to me. Sure. My long-time dream, returning to the wildlife. Finally, the actor, stage, and prop have been united. Actually, I don't think this guy's a mailman. He's just a Roman. 50 rupee mask, but he paid you a crazy amount of money for it. It's more money than you can count. Yeah, I think it automatically maxes out your wallet, so go back to the mask shop and pay back just the 50 rupees of this money. So yeah, we finally maxed out our adult wallet. Yay! But at what cost? Enemies everywhere. Okay, so with that said, I'm gonna actually re-equip the Ocarina real quick. There's one more thing I want to do real quick. Just kind of something real quick. Just not. I kind of want to do it now, but it's kind of still a little early. We can't really finish it. You know what? Either way, I'll meet you guys back at the Happy Mask shop, and I'll figure out what we're gonna do after that. So, see you guys in a minute. Okay, and here we are back at the Happy Mask salesman. Oh, great, you sold it. Please pay me back 50 rupees for the bunny hood. Now. Oh, yeah, very well done. All the masks are sold out. I knew I could trust you. As a reward, I'll lend you this special mask. This is the Mask of Truth. It is a mysterious mask passed down by the Sheikah. With this mask, you can see into other people's minds. It's useful, but scary. Why is it scary? You may find out as you grow older and discover the true meaning of life. Oh boy. Oh. Yeah, you borrowed the Mask of Truth. Words to show people and seal it. From now on, you can borrow any mask you want. Just have faith. Now there's actually, aside from the 4 masks that we got, that we had initially, we also have the Zora mask, the Goron mask, and the Gerudo mask. We wear these, we get different response from different people. But yeah. You're probably wondering what a Gerudo is, and why they look just like a human. The Gerudo are a group of female thieves, that Ganondorf was born into. Yeah, it's explained a little better in the game, but basically, every 100 years a male is born to the Gerudo thieves to be a king or something, and I don't know. For me at least, a lot of speculation of how they do it, but I'm not going to get into that because this isn't that kind of LP. Anyway, using the Mask of Truth, we can talk to people and see into their minds. We can talk to animals, but more importantly, we can communicate with these gossip statues. I don't think I mentioned anything of what they do, aside from when you hit them, they show us the current time in the game. You lay down a bomb, which I haven't shown you this before. They start glowing, or beeping, and fly off. In that case, it destroys itself. Sometimes they'll just go off for infinity. But we're gonna leave and come back in. There's something else we can do, more specifically with the Mask of Truth. This is kind of a big selling point of the Mask of Truth, is we can check it with the responding to your mask. This strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that the horse Ganondorf rides is a solid black Gerudo stallion. Yeah, basically just gives you some backstory and that's it. There's not really any other purpose. What you get normally when you look at the mask, when you look at the statue without the mask, this statue's one-eyed gaze pierces into your mind. I thought that was pretty cool. However, I'm not gonna go over all the gossip statues because it's just really the information there is not really anything useful. I mean, unless you're interested in the backstory of the games, which isn't that big of a deal, or not that big of a deal when playing the games to me anyway. Don't get me wrong, I like the backstory like everyone else, but just for an LP, I'm not trying to give you. I'm trying to show you my experience with the games and what I would do now, and not like to explain to you the entirety of the story and lore and stuff. And I don't know. listen. Hey, is that a chicken over there? Hey, let's talk to the chicken. We can talk to her, right? Wait, I saw her speak. I saw her speak come up. So I saw it. Oh well, I see a little doggy. Let's talk to the doggy. Talk to the doggy! Talk to the doggy! No, not the person. Okay, we'll talk to the person to show it off. Yee, what's your problem? You do the same thing for the other mask. Please go buy someone else. But if you take that off, and they say so, and they, they're talking about each other, yeah. Let's see what she says. What a strange mask, yeah. Anyway, with all that said, I think I've wasted enough time here. In the next episode, let me think, is there anything else we need to do before we head into the Temple of Time? In the next episode, we might head into the Temple of Time. If there's anything else that we need to do, I might do some other things just to make, I'll probably look it up to make sure we're not missing anything important or interesting that I want to show off. But yeah, in the next episode, we'll either be doing some more stuff or most likely going into the Temple of Time. So, until then, I'll see you guys later.